I did not expect to feel grief while I'm teaching. But that's what this is. Not dramatic, not constant, just quiet. And it showed up earlier than I expected. I'm Coach Norm. 40 years as a teacher and coach. Science, engineering, robotics, athletics. I still show up each day coaching and teaching. And at the same time, I've started something new. I'm thinking about what comes next. Last Build Arc, I talked about building without a room. I've always had a room or a gym or a field. This video here is different. I did not expect it to feel this way at this point. Grief. Not the kind people usually think about, though. Thinking about the kids, watching what they're doing, experience their failures and shortcomings, and overcoming them. I'm also thinking about a future. What's next? Thinking about, what about this routine? What if it changes? Somewhere in that space between being fully present now and thinking about what comes next, something unexpected shows up. A quiet sense of loss. Robotics work sessions, long hours, intense. I enjoy seeing the kids struggle. I enjoy seeing the kids succeed and making that connection from the struggle to the success. That daily routine is something I depend on. But at the same time, I'm starting to think about the future. I'm wondering, where does this all go? How does it fit in? And then the mix between being there and thinking about that is this mixed feeling, this sense of loss that I think I might experience or I might have in the future. It shows up in small moments. Park in the parking lot, walk around the corner of the building, and you see it. And you think, how many more days? How many more years? What would it be like? In the shop or the classroom, watching a student finally succeed in solving the problem they couldn't just wrap their head around, and realizing the future may not let me see their next chapter. I think about those that come in early, their freshman, sophomore year. See them transition through to juniors and seniors and to university and college. I may not see that in the future because I don't have that connection to their foundation and their start. Mentors from our team as well as other teams talking about next season. Off-season prep. What are we going to do? What projects are we going to work on? What will we change? I catch myself thinking, what will we change? I catch myself thinking, where do I fit in that picture? What's different? Where does this go? These aren't dramatic moments. They're small, but if you watch for signals, they carry weight. They remind me how much this means to me. The work I've done over the years. This isn't about retirement forms, benefit packages, deadlines. This is something deeper. It's about staring down the end of an identity and realizing how much of my life has become this role. Classrooms, students, athletes, fields, designers, programmers, electronics. 40 years of routine and rhythms. Programs that didn't exist before you started them. Colleagues and mentors who are so close they're like family. Rhythms and routines that have become part of who I am. It's not happening to me. It's my choice. I'm not walking away from a job. I'm walking away from a lifetime. And I'm purposely moving towards something new, even while I'm doing something that I love. That mix of emotions, it causes turmoil inside me. It causes this question of doubt in my head. This question of, where do I focus? That adds another layer of complexity. I'm doing it on purpose. Not because I have to. Nope. Because I chose to do it. Let me tell you about an incredible student in my program. She's a senior designer. She moved in from out of country. She's developed her craft, improved her skills, but every once in a while, she gets hung up. Kind of like a rider has block. She starts to question her skills, question her focus, not believe in it. She came in to visit with me and we had a talk. Nothing I said that really helped. She just expressed some things. And then it clicked. Teacher's dream. Thing we always dream of. All of a sudden, she's clicking on all cylinders. Man, the work she's doing right now, it's amazing. Taking on new projects, helping others not only in her team, but the other teams in our house. One of the younger students called her out publicly, thanked her for helping him. Now his design's better because of her. The pinnacle. She's not questioning herself. Others are calling on her and using her as an example. And then that dichotomy, the thing that caught me off guard. She told me May was it. Yeah, she graduates, but her family's moving back overseas. That grief, that missing out, I won't see the finish. I don't get to see that. Her time with the team, her time with Coach Norm, coming to an end. I'll miss seeing what is the result. She's really special. Feel fortunate to have her. That is the grief of where I am. The real grief for me is not going to be the big goodbye. No retirement party, no announcement. Just that quiet thought. Will I get a chance to see them finish? What will their next chapter be? Those young ones that just started this year. Who's the one that's going to step up? That's what this grief is. It's loving what you do for 40 years. Not weakness, not disloyalty. It's the emotional receipt for a career you poured your heart and soul into. Have you ever thought about how can you be fully present today, but think about the future? I can feel the edges of that. Standing where I am, but reaching out and feeling for those edges. Those aren't contradictions. They're actually what I've done quite a bit in my career. That's just what it means to care deeply. But there's another part to this. Why does wanting something else sometimes feel like betrayal?